gmail.com. Secure your spot today and get ready for a remarkable summer experience. You can learn more information at rblackmedia.com. Once again, that's rblackmedia.com.
Savannah, are you looking for some of the best Southern soul food? Then check out Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Boulevard. The food is so good, you'll think that your mother cooked it. Located in the heart of Savannah, Kim's has a menu that includes breakfast anytime, lunch when you need it, and dinner so you won't have to cook when you get home. They also cater all types of events and can host your reserved event at the restaurant. Come see what everyone has been raving about. Great food, great atmosphere, and a great time. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Boulevard in beautiful downtown Savannah.
All right. We have been there before. 8. We've actually did a what?
We did a date night.
Yeah, did a date
wow
night.
Date night.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're looking at some great things this year. Hopefully working with what you see in the corner over there. I'm going to get your head. Of course, you could probably point to it better than I. Right there. Oh, nope. Can't go outside that block. Right there. I see Port. I see Port
Savannah.
Exactly. There was a young lady here. What was her name?
Melanie.
We hope to see her back again. She was a good, young, strong voice of energy because young folks are relating now very strongly, quicker, faster, not looking for long term because under 36, you ain't even really thinking about long term. But you definitely, in turn, are going to relate. But we're looking forward to see her come back and the information and the energy she brings to our show. But anyway, IC Port is going to do something. What, Sharon, this weekend?
Well, Monday, they are going to have a float in the MLK Parade in Savannah, and they are sponsoring our show right now. But for the Martin Luther King Parade on the float, they're going to have live entertainment.
Exactly.
And that live entertainment is going to be a lot of Savannah's young entertainers with Clay Hodges as the headline. Clay Hodges feels like one of our kids. We
started down River Street with us many times, giving him a chance on that stage to do his thing. Hey, she didn't know this, but she should have mentioned. Also, look for our logo of Unity in the Community with, taking the journey together. And Unity in the Community should be someplace on that logo, on that float itself too. Anybody who gets a chance to see it, I want you to let us know. We got a special surprise for you.
Yes.
That lets us know that you're a part of the Taking the Journey Together team. By the way, Taking the Journey is one of the community give back services that we do under the heading of Unity in the Community. Okay. And so basically, again, it's just one of our services that we use to get what? To give back in the community. The way we give back in the community, of course, is offering coaching as you're doing, as you're seeing right now. Just putting everything together and keeping, hopefully having you keep up with this.
Yes, I was getting ready to say that, but you.
Well, say it now. Go ahead.
Coaching.
Oh, say it again.
Yes, coaching.
Ooh, one more time.
Coaching.
Ooh, that sounds so good.
He's so full of it.
Go ahead.
But I love him anyway.
What's our next thing? What else is going on?
That's about it. We had a wonderful time at
we forgot to tell
the
them where
MLK,
they can go. Oh, forgot
at the MLK viewing. It was It was a screening of an MLK documentary on Sunday at the Tybee Post Theater, Tybee Island Post Theater. That was really a nice outing and a nice event. So Taking the Journey Together is out and about all over the place, doing all kinds of things to give back in the community and holding it down and representing couple power.
Yeah, couples power. I think. Well, I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Funny, laugh, serious. Overall,
Mhm.
we still should take that very seriously,
Yes.
and we should look at as being something that is what's the word we use in the spiritual or the religious world? Sacred.
Sacred.
The S word. Ooh, the
Yes.
S word. It's
Yes.
something sacred.
Mhm.
So the same way you think about your money being sacred, and if something happened to money, you
Yes.
say it's the principle of the thing of why I beat you up or shot you, one of the two, as we do too much now in that
Two
materialism
for
thing.
even less than that.
Exactly. And so we should be doing that with our relationships here. No,
Mhm.
I'm not talking about shooting or hurting somebody over what they
But
call the what is it, love of passion? No, what is it? The crime of passion. We know that's
yes.
been happening for
Yes.
years. And that's because most of the
Money.
time you don't have a balanced
Yeah.
relationship when it
Money is nothing
happens.
you should be that passionate about. But
Yeah,
you should be more passionate about your relationship than you are about the love of money.
exactly. Taking the journey, give that email address is rolling right down below you where you can actually, it's going underneath there, that
Taking.
you can give us a email and let us know
Yes.
you would love us to talk with you more
Mhm.
and help you out for moving that direction.
Yes. It's called Taking the Journey Together, spelled out just like that.
Mhm.
Taking the Journey Together at gmail.com. Taking the Journey Together. It's us at gmail.com.
I'm gonna keep it rolling there as we just continue to talk to at the same
Yes,
time.
yes, yes.
Wow. Anyway, where were we as we
Well,
got
we were
stuck
talking, we had
on this
just
light
talked
chart?
about two ways that we can work with you
Mm-hmm.
as far as instilling power and balance, or bringing your relationship back into the perspective of balance.
I would say after connecting to what they just saw, if
Hmm.
they saw that, should I show it again?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let me see if I can find out where it's at. Oh my goodness. I
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I'll be honest with
There it
you.
is.
Where? Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Boom. There it is. Oh, I see what happened.
Yeah.
You never you won't even believe what happened.
Uh-huh. I know.
What do you think happened?
It got pushed by the wayside when you moved some screens around.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we'll just go ahead and again
Yeah.
use the word at the end. If it's worth it.
Yes.
If it's
Yes.
worth it. Both of you two have to feel it's worth it.
Mhm.
It first starts with
Yes.
your own self that you think
Yes.
it's worth it, that this person is a close friend to me. And then, of course, on the other side, that person has to feel that same way.
Yeah.
Then you move to the next level where we both feel this what?
Yeah.
The relationship is worth it. So that's why we
Exactly.
continue on.
Yeah. And you get past the point of we're just fighting to
Mhm.
we're going to fight for each other.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
one is going against each other and the other is bringing each other together. And that's what we always want to do in a relationship, especially of a relationship that we value. We want to bring each other together and you know, look at each other and say, it's time for us to stop this because our relationship is worth it. You are worth it. I am worth it. We're worth it.
Mhm.
Let's get some work done.
Sometimes you may have to actually look at each other face to face and have your talk time. And that talk time is that spiritual or uplifting time
Mhm.
with each other and
Yes.
speak that. There are some of you out there right now who have jobs and have work that you do or people you with who will use that kind of uplifting, motivational speaking, okay,
Mhm.
before that job starts
Yes.
or before that new part of that sales that you're going to do, or maybe it's a rollout of a new policy. You'll get within that, you'll speak that with the other people at
Mhm.
that job. You'll think nothing about, well, you might think it's a little corny, but anyway, you won't think much about it because I got to make and think and feel that these other persons feel or know I believe this so I can get what? Paid.
Yes.
But yet, if it was something for you to speak into life in your own relationship, I don't take all that.
Mhm.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
I would think that you would think doing it at the job would be more fake, not necessarily real. You're going along just for the what ride with
Right.
them.
Yes.
But your relationship, you would think that those words should be even that much more serious, I want to say, because I'm with someone that I really care about who's a real friend, and I think they're worth it.
And that's
Mm.
important. That's important
Yeah,
because where you place your value is where you place your focus.
exactly. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, say it again.
Where you place your value is where you place your focus.
Wow, you need to write that down. I think that's going to be a good saying that we put up. Where you place your value is where you place your focus. Wow, I love that. That was good. That came straight from the heavens above. Straight from the heavens above. What's who you focus on and what you
Yes.
focus. What's your next one?
The next one is, whew, it's one that's hard for a lot of people to do.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace vulnerability. It's really
Mm-hmm.
hard for us to, first of all, feel vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
because society has taught us that vulnerability is a weakness.
Yes.
And if you are vulnerable in someone, you're setting yourself up for to be taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not necessarily true. So what we will work on in using that principle is fostering an environment where both partners feel safe to express their true selves, um, deepening intimacy and trust. And what that means is you can be who you are without the fear of judgment, the fear of
Mm-hmm.
ridicule, the
Mm-hmm.
the fear of dismissal.
Oh, yeah, dismissal.
And
Yeah.
those are things that um, can really stop people from wanting to be vulnerable. And in a lot
Mm-hmm.
of cases, those are triggers also,
Yes.
because in our innocence, or our more innocent time period before the relationship, or even after we got into the
Mm-hmm.
relationship, when there were some tough times, quite often you get hurt by those things. By You're going to just pour yourself out to somebody, and then they ridicule you, or they bring it back up to you constantly, or
Mm-hmm.
do things that are hurtful to you, because you thought you could trust them, and that kind of diminishes that.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
So
we know that we're giving you overall principles, high level principles. Though we have many teachings, I guess that's what you call it, that we did in the past. I got to get that server up to put that up there so they can make a choice to be able to listen to them. But it will be once we create our podcast,
mhm,
and hopefully some of you out there will be subscribed to our podcast. It's not going to be that much, and subscribe to it yearly, year wise, and
yes,
they'll be able to go in and look at all of our past 4 or 5 years of our programs that we did and different topics that we did. We'll
mhm,
have them hopefully broken down to different categories, and you can use them and at your own leisure, at your
yes,
own time if you
find
want.
what is pertinent to you at that particular time.
Exactly, exactly. And of course, you could still get a hold of us. We gave you that email address. I'll get it again, where you can actually email us, and we will. Where is it at? Oh, there's something. That's it. And we will, of course, be able to do a one-on-one, personally try to get a hold of you, and or you get a hold of us, so we can go from there. Hopefully, next week we'll have a phone number too,
Yes,
to basically move forward. And there's kind of pieces that are kind of floating, but I'm not worried about it. It will come to
it will
pass
come together in the time and
in
when
its due
it is
time.
meant to be.
And they're getting a lot of good information now free over the
Yes,
internet right now.
yes,
What we're talking about. I mean, a lot of this information
yes.
you'll get by very expensive counselors, very
Hmm.
expensive coaches. And now you just get most of it free.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
problem. Hopefully you'll put it to good use. I will say to you that um, some of our concerns will be that you may have problems and issues that we can't really help you with, even what we're doing right, talking to
Hmm.
you right now,
Yes.
because it's a much deeper and it's much more entrenched in your subconscious,
Hmm.
and you'll probably need
A
a
counselor.
counselor, and it could take months, weeks. It could take longer than that.
Yes.
I know our brother, Dr. Frazier, which he was hoping on tonight. I was hoping to be there. I know he has some new technique he's working on. He's supposed to be getting back with me. We're supposed to be working on it together. That
Hmm.
he thinks is kind of like the new wave, if you may want to call it, to help people. It's all about this one thing that, in the world of psychology and the mind, it's all about, can you actually help somebody, hear this out, change their mind? I'll say it
Wow.
again. So when we think stubbornness, only certain people are stubborn. I'll be honest with you. Everybody's stubborn, period.
Yes. Yes.
Some are more stubborn than others, and some are less. But all of us are stubborn because we run by mostly our subconscious. I'm not
Hmm.
going to get into the
Hmm.
deep, but by our subconscious, period.
Yes.
So the real journey, the real task that people take upon in this particular area, I won't go into the military and all the other areas, is about how do I get people to change their mind?
Yes.
Well, I mean, on one end, we got a person that's coming in on Monday who's did a good job, an excellent job, unbelievable, not even a covert job with all the people in the background to get a 500,000 people to change their mind. And yet another
Yes.
half of the people in this country were also say in this particular case, no, all he did was talk about a reset, which is to set it back to what it was set up in the first place.
Yes.
Anywhere it went, there are people who changed their mind.
Yes.
So that's that's one of the biggest things that are out there when it comes to the science of the mind is can you get people to change their mind? Hopefully this is what we're doing, helping people to change their mind when it comes to relationships.
Right.
Hmm?
Right. And one thing that you said that sometimes happens in relationships, you need a reset because you have gotten off the track. You know, that's something in relationships that in that situation it can have a positive outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's part of what you fight for. You fight to get things back on track. Okay. So, but to do that, you have to have respect for your partner. You have to understand that it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what is going on, it's worth it to take it to that next level.
Take it to the bridge.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next one that we are going to mention is celebrate each other. Acknowledge and appreciate each other's strengths, reinforcing a positive atmosphere.
How do you do that?
You tell me.
Hmm?
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Well, we can guess.
Okay, I will let you guess.
Okay. I guess it would be starting with positive affirmations.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
or when someone does something, it's a great thing, or and you let them know it is. You know, it's ooh, you did a full week at the job today. I'm going to make your favorite meal for you. That's celebrating somebody.
Okay.
Or to say you got a promotion. It's a great thing. That you may hate the fact that they have this job, but celebrate it anyway because it's the job that they're doing and they love. You know, celebrate the small milestones that your partner does, whether it involves you or not. Celebrate it anyway. Tell them how great they are, and show them that you believe it, and it's not just empty words.
Most people think it's empty words, especially sometimes in our Black community, our brothers and stuff. We think things are like empty words, trying to make up of what people are really feeling inside. When they may not feel that way, or sometimes they just need to tend to their own business.
But some of that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was going to say that both ways are just being intrusive and at the same time not giving respect to each other. Friendship wise, if you take it outside of the relationships that we're talking about, and it could be a long-term relationship outside of this intimate kind of relationship we're talking about, even friends sometimes who've been with each other for a long time don't necessarily always try to get into that other particular person's friend business deeply, unless that other person who is their friends open up and say about it, because it could be something that's very personal, something that's very hurtful, and the other friends who understands that about that particular person says, no, I'm not going to do that. That's a line I won't cross because it's going to be disrespectful. It may hurt him. I'm going to wait till he feels comfortable enough to come around. I only say he a lot because I'm just talking about most of the time in a relationship, talking with guys. I'm assuming women have that same kind of thing too. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely. You guys are probably a lot more soft in that area, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what more forgiving.
Sometimes.
More forgiving.
Sometimes.
Oh, okay. Sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. And a lot of that too depends on your vulnerability area as well as the triggers that you may have that are running you in a certain way. You know, so those are things that have to always be taken into consideration. But when you are celebrating each other, it may seem corny, but at the same time, What's wrong with corny sometimes?
Well, if I don't like corn, no, I'm just. How about that stupid song, Jimmy something corn? He don't care.
Oh God!
Jimmy crack corn.
Where in the world did you reach back for that one?
I thought it was something that was said down south. There's a whole song and stuff.
I know there's a whole song, but
so you know it. Then now you look at me.
Yeah,
like you don't know
I
it.
said, where did you reach back for that one?
Yeah, you should have said, "Ouch!" I know that song. Why you even bring it up? That's what you should have said.
You should have said, "Ouch!" I brought it up.
True enough. You're right about that one. I threw that one up. For real.
Well, as you threw that one up, it's about time for us
move on.
Move on.
Right.
Yes, we are.
So, which the next one?
We're just about out of time.
Yeah, we are just about out of time, aren't we?
Yes, yes.
So
So
it's going to be cold. Change something real quick. It's
definitely
going to be cold Monday. Here it's going to be cold. Tuesday, it may even snow right here in Savannah, Georgia. So it's going to be cold. That's going to be out there. We hear that WRUU's excuse me. Our Black Media Network is going to be out there too, in Kim's Cafe doing some things. I don't know exactly what we'll be doing. I know last year we actually did a live stream show.
A couple of years
ago. We did a live stream program from there, but that was connected to WRUU. By the way, we are on WRUU 107.5.
Saturday mornings at 9:00.
Exactly. So we love
Eastern Standard Time.
Exactly. But anyway, so that's going to be exciting thing to see the host. If you want to see some of the hosts out there that particular day on the 20th, please come. Please make sure you're there. Can't tell you exactly when, because I guess it's when the parade turns and goes down Martin Luther King. How long that takes. I know the parade's supposed to be big this year, even though it's going to be cold. I heard it's big, over 300 some strong.
Wow,
we know somebody that actually is one of the persons that helped set up, has been helped setting up one of the largest particular parade in the country, as they say.
Yes.
Yeah, can you believe that?
That's
and
great.
So I know. I think it started at 3 or something like that. No, they started.
It would be like 9 o'clock.
They start about 9
in the morning.
Oh yeah,
it's usually early in the morning.
Yeah. So wear your jackets, wear your gloves, wear everything like if you up north.
Wear your coats and your long johns.
Exactly.
So it's going to be really, really cold out there. But it's supposed to warm up a little bit.
You think so?
But probably not until close to the end of the parade. But bundle up and bundle your kids up and everything. But and no matter what, make sure you instill in your children an understanding of what Martin Luther King Jr. was all about and why it's important to celebrate his birthday, because if he had not been born, life would be different for us at this point. So
exactly, his love that he showed towards us has everything to be an expression of the love that in turn you can show to your mate. On that note, sometime I think next month we'll be hosting that movie again called
King in the Wilderness,
as we did at Tybee. I know they're working on it right now. We enjoyed that. I think you enjoyed it again. One of the things that we do when we get together, we handle it the way my dear, beautiful wife and compatre and friend, and sometimes I wonder, but anyway, where she will not ask the question in the class, but maybe she'll make a statement in the class, like a question, sometimes could be, but what she wants is a statement, a feeling, or what they feel about the situation to come back again. And therefore you get a better idea of what people feel like, not what you think they should feel.
Exactly.
Right?
Or what the status quo thinks is okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you have a voice and it's time to use it. That's what I always say.
I would say too. Well, we got to get ready to cut the show off. So you want to say Ashe and God bless you. Anything else before next week?
No, we'll see you next week. Stay warm.
Stay warm.
back to that.